Hello, welcome to Texas Country Fixins. Today I'm going to be making some chicken enchiladas, so stay around with us. I'm going to start with the sauce. You're going to need one 30-ounce can of green enchilada sauce, and we're going to use half of that for the sauce, and we're going to reserve the other half for the chicken when we make the chicken up. Then we need one block of cream cheese. I'm just breaking this up a little bit so that it melts a little faster. And you just want to kind of watch this as you're cooking. Then we put a half a cup of sour cream in it. Just want to stir this together. As it heats up, it will completely combine. Alright, well, I'm going to add some garlic powder here. Probably a good teaspoon. Just going to shake it away. And then I'm going to add about a teaspoon of onion powder. And then after I add it, I usually stir it in and then I'll taste it again and see if that's enough. So that's up to you, your taste. The green enchilada sauce is mild, so if you want to kick it up a notch, you add a little bit of cayenne pepper. Okay, we got our sauce done. I just let that simmer while I start on our chicken here. And this chicken is leftover chicken from our crock pot meal on our last Sunday. So I usually either use leftover chicken or you can also get a rotisserie chicken. And I'm just going to shred this up. Okay, we're just getting our chicken in the pan here after I've shredded it all up. And then we're going to add the rest of that half of the can reserved enchilada sauce. And if you wanted to, you could certainly add some onion, bell pepper in here and cook it along with the chicken. That makes it a little bit more like fajita style, but that's also really good. And we're basically just wanting to heat this through with the enchilada sauce, warm the chicken back up, and let the enchilada sauce kind of give the chicken some flavor. So I just let this simmer for about 10-15 minutes. And I'm also going to add some garlic powder to the chicken and enchilada sauce, about another teaspoon. Then I just let it simmer for about, like I said, about 15-20 minutes. Now we're going to put our enchiladas together, and you'll need to put it in an oven-safe pan because we are going to put these in the oven for the cheese to melt. And I lost footage. I had made up a whole nother pan of enchiladas in and I'm using some corn tortillas here, and I also used flour tortillas because I prefer flour tortillas, but my mother likes the corn tortillas, so I made hers with corn tortillas. So the first enchiladas, first you're just going to put down a layer of chicken and then put some cheese inside. And then you just fold it up and then put it down, put them in there, and then you just keep going till you get your pan filled up. Another scoop of chicken. And you can make them as thick as your tortillas. I kind of have the taco size tortillas. More shredded cheese and then fold it up. The first pan I made, I used the corn tortillas and I put onion on the inside because my mom likes onion. So I just put raw onion on the inside. And then that onion will cook a little bit in the oven. But mine here, I'm just making plain. I don't like onions, so. But the enchiladas are really easy. It seems like there's a lot of steps, but really it's not. You just make up your sauce and shred up your chicken and uh, just put them together and then pour your sauce all over them and bake them. So it's a real good way to use up, leftover chicken, or if you have part of a rotisserie chicken, you ate part, and now I'm just putting the sauce over the top. Okay, now we're just going to cover the top with cheese. And I made sure I got that sauce completely covered. You want to make sure you got all the tortilla completely covered. Now we're going to bake these in the oven at 350 for 20 minutes. Look, it's magic. They're done. I wish it was like that in real life. You put them in the oven and then they were just done. Now I'm going to make some Kroger's Spanish rice. And if you haven't had that brand, it's really good if you have a Kroger in your area and you just eat it in the microwave. So that's what I'm going to eat today with my enchiladas. It's not a lot of rice. It's enough for probably 2 people. But it sure is good. And then I'm just going to make me up a plate here. You'll see this cheese pull from the cheese on the enchiladas. It looks delicious. You could stop right here, but I'm not going to. This is how I like to make up my enchiladas. I like to have a big dollop of sour cream, and then this is the guacamole I made up. And I didn't show my salsa on there. I wish I had. The salsa is called Hell on the Red, and they make a mild and a hot, and it's actually made here in Texas. Well, thank you for being here with us today. Remember to show kindness to others, and remember, we love you, but more importantly, that Jesus loves you.